everyone, this is Gary with your cards of the day, and I've done something a little bit different today in honour of my good friend Daniel, who I've been watching a lot recently and who I just love the way that he does things. So what I thought I would do is a sort of an emulation really of his favourite reed, which is the Grand Trine. So we have a triangular or pyramidal shaped reed today, and I also have brought in my crystal pyramid and my rock quartz for a bit of unbridled white light energy. And as this is me and I always have to mix things up a little bit, I've got a fourth card in here as well. So we have a pyramid read today. And the decks that I'm using are the Gilded Royale Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I have a card from the Psychic Tarot Oracle by John Holland. And I have a card from my newly acquired copy of the Robin Wood Tarot. And I thought this deck, which is the oldest deck that I have ever had, was so awesome that I just had to get another copy of it because mine was starting to get a little bit damaged and moth-eaten. So I wanted to make sure I had a new, fresh, shiny, spanky version of it, and so we have a card from that deck as well today. Now, the way in which I'm going to work this read is slightly different because I'm going to start with the top of the pyramid, and this is going to give us a theme which the other cards will then speak to. So the first card we have today is the Six of Swords, and this is very much to me a feeling of moving away from difficulties, moving away from all those things that have been causing us problems, bogging us down, anything really that's been an issue. This really does speak of moving away from that to happier, better, clearer times, really. Interestingly, numerologically, we have a day 1 today. So this is a day of fresh starts, new energy, new possibilities. So it makes perfect sense that we would move away from the old and we would move towards the new. And also I'm very drawn to the crescent moon that we have here, which is just reminding me of the lunar phase we're in at the moment, and we are moving towards a full moon. So that was a little mental sort of note for me as well with that. Now, our second card today is the King of Swords, and we can see him there. He's on his throne, and the feeling I get from this card very much is one of gaining control of our thought processes and really starting to see things a lot more clearly, because we're actually starting to control how we think rather than sort of let our thoughts go willy-nilly and all over the place. And one other interesting thing is sort of striking me about this card. Well, actually, two things. The first of which is the colours. In this card we have two dominant colours apart from gold. We have blue, which is throat chakra, colour of communication. We have purple, which is third eye and sometimes crown chakra. So that is the sort of spiritual side. And it's funny, I do see the King of Swords a lot as a spiritual card. So it makes me feel like, yes, we're controlling our thoughts, we're getting a handle on that, but we also have communication to the spirit realm indicated in this card as well. And that brings me to the other thing that I am seeing, and that is the back of the King's throne here is showing itself like a guardian angel. We have a wing here, we have a wing here, and we have a hooded figure behind. And especially when I do that, as I'm looking at this on the camera, it's almost as if this king has his guardian angels, his spirit guides, around him and behind him. So he's receiving wise counsel from the spirit realm. So that is the feeling that I get very much with this card today. Now our third card in my version of a Grand Trine is Fulfillment of Wishes. This is the number 9, and it's interesting because the green suit in this deck is pretty well the sort of the cups suit in this deck. It's a slightly unusual system that the Psychic Tarot Oracle uses, but here the message is very, very clear. We're moving towards the fulfillment of our wishes, and everything that we want and desire and need is coming through to us. So, you know, the sort of box is opening up in a sense, and there is what we've been looking for. There are our wishes, if you like. So we're moving towards that, and the extra card that I pulled is sort of giving us a bit of an indication of how to get there, really. And what we have here is the Hermit, and this to me is always about searching inwards and looking within, shining a light on our deepest, darkest recesses. We had this a little bit in the read yesterday, where we had the Princess of Wands who was holding up a torch and searching the dark attic. And we have this mirrored again in the Hermit, looking inward, taking that inner journey. So let's look at how these cards work together. We have the capstone of the pyramid giving us the theme of moving away from difficulties, moving away from harder times towards things that are more fulfilling and more settled and more just nicer, really, better times ahead. We're moving towards that sunrise that we can see there. We have the King of Swords, who is bringing with him mental clarity, control of our thoughts, control of our thought processes, but he's also bringing with him communication to the higher realms, to spirit, and the indication of the guardian angels around him, protecting him and helping him along that journey. The journey is taking us towards fulfillment of wishes. It's taking us towards all those things that we desire, that we long for. It's also taking us towards, if we think of this as the suit of emotions, towards emotional fulfillment as well, and feeling very happy within ourselves. Green, of course, is a colour of healing. So there is a healing that will happen as this process continues. And how we are getting there, the central point, the central chamber of our pyramid, is the Hermit. By looking within, looking inside of ourselves. That is how we get there. That is how we achieve our fulfillment. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the day and this slightly different look at a read. I want to thank my friend Daniel for inspiring this, and I hope you don't mind me borrowing your system slightly. Please feel free to leave me some comments and let me know how these themes affect your day today. Also, if you would like, please feel free to check out my website, www.theseerscave.webs.com, for more information about myself, my tools, and the readings that I offer. I want to wish everyone a wonderful, happy, sunny Sunday, have a wonderful day, and I wish love, light, blessings and frith to you all.